Hello guys and welcome back to another video. So today we're going to be talking about what we would like to see in Halo Infinite. So the one thing I think we can all agree on is that we do not want to see Bloom or Armorlock in Halo Infinite. For me that's a massive no-go, but ever since Halo Reach has come out to MCC, I can't lie, I've really been enjoying it. I really enjoy the campaign, and I would love to have Halo Infinite have a very similar sort of campaign where it's very climactic, and then all goes to shit. But we're talking about the online, and I would like to say that it feels good. All the guns feel reasonable. They all feel like nothing's dramatically overpowered. Okay, everything seems to be very consistent as it has been throughout the Halos. One shot headshots if it's with the sniper, two to the body. Nothing too ridiculous. I do feel like Halo Reach might be my top 3 or top 4 multiplayer online Halo games. Okay, I'm just going to throw it out there. I generally do because the map designs are all fairly well. Okay, not all of them are amazing, but I feel like the verticality definitely makes a huge impact on it. I do like the guns. It's the only thing that really does ruin it for me. It is Bloom. It's probably the only bad thing I can say. But for me, not so much that I hate it. I definitely feel like this, what I'm about to say, separates Reach from possibly the other games, maybe except from Halo 4, is when you are bringing in jetpacks. You're bringing in sprint, bringing in decoys and everything. For me, that's not really feeling like Halo. It's starting to feel like a different game. But when I start comparing Reach to 4, I felt like Reach definitely made itself feel very different to all the other Halos. So, I mean, the closest resemblance is 4, but I would still say there's a massive, massive gap in between 4 and Reach. Say the reason why I don't want anything like jetpacks is because if I come along with a fuel rod or an explosive, and I see my enemy with a jetpack deciding to just shoot me to smithereens just because he doesn't need to take the stairs anymore because I look at that he can just go up the entire map. Now going to Halo 3, I will definitely have to say it definitely brought a different level to professional FPS, Halo, whatever you want to call it, because with Halo 3, everyone was in the same boat, okay? It was a race to get the power weapons, get the power ups, okay? And you don't have sprints. You don't have anything to be able to make you in a more advantage, shall we say? I believe is probably the right word. You're not at an advantage, to be able to jump higher or anything. Everyone's at this. It's been basically given the exact same character, and it's just down to pure skill. And even today, you can look back at Halo 3 professional tournaments, and you'll see the absolute skill level of people. Okay, and it's probably not even just down to skill 90% of the time. You're definitely looking at people learning the maps, actually studying the maps and the power ups for when and where they're going to be. And I felt like that's why people loved Halo 3 so much, because it was the beginning of a new age, and it was definitely the king of all games. And hopefully, Infinite will redeem and reclaim its rightful place. Because for me, to be quite honest, I haven't felt a game like Halo 3 or having that feeling and passion from about that era. Just the beginning of professional esports, we could almost say, is what happened with Halo 3. And for me, that's what I want, that feeling, is that it felt new. So with Infinite, I definitely want it to feel new. I don't want it to feel like another Halo 3, because why do I want to spend all this money to re-buy Halo 3? I'm not here to do that. I'm here to have a new game. It's a new time. Okay, I don't think Microsoft has spent $500 million to just basically make a game feel the same. If you're asking me, I definitely feel like we're not ready for what it's going to be, but there definitely needs to be some form of esque. Maybe in a perfect world, there could be maybe a Halo 3 film merged with a Halo 5. because for me, Halo 5 is my favorite, but we'll get into that in just a moment. Now let's talk about Halo 4. Halo 4 for me felt like the easiest Halo. I don't know why, but if I go into a game of SWAT or something, it just felt like it was almost impossible to miss. Okay, I didn't feel like there was a lot of skill. We've still got jetpacks, we've still got sprints. Okay, ADS we've now got in. Starting to feel very very Call of Duty. And for me, that's not what I want in Halo. I didn't want it to feel like Call of Duty. I want it to feel different. I want it to feel like Halo, but I think definitely in that sort of era, all of the FPS games were going down that route. So I mean, I'm not having a go at it, but I would definitely not rank it at my favorites. It's still I won't lie, I feel like it's still a good game. I feel like they've still got some whatnot good maps. I'm happy to, if someone said, "Do you want to play a game of Halo 4?" or like we'll just put it into the mix, I'll be there like, yeah, I wouldn't object. But for me, it's not. I would definitely say it's not my go-to. But if we're going to talk about Halo 4, I think one thing people forget is how good actually the campaign was. And I'm so happy going through all the campaigns. Because you know what? Halo 4, I feel like there's a lot that we may have missed. But in all honesty, Halo 4, the reason why I'm not going to make it such a long part of this is because there's not so much I like about it. But to be quite honest, there's nothing that I really don't like about it. It feels like a normal FPS game, just with kind of like a Halo lick of paint, if you were. No, I don't feel like that's right. But anyway, we'll move on. So now Halo 5. So the reason why I actually have such a strong, passion for Halo 5 is because it's quick. Okay, they made it so it's face to face combat. That's probably why they've brought in, ground pound, Spartan charge. They had all these things in to make it so you get in closer with your enemy. And for me, that felt great. Watching esports was amazing. And a Halo 5, I would say hands down has the best multiplayer. I can't really say too much stuff that's wrong with it, but there's definitely a lot of sides that I do like about it. Having that whole ADS sort of stuff on every weapon, you know what? It was a thing that wasn't needed, but it's definitely something that it didn't really affect me. But in all honesty, I'm happy to have it in Infinite. But at the same time, does it really need to be there? Do we really need to be aiming down with a sword? But you know what? I'm happy for that sort of little thing. I'm really not bothered for if it is or is not an infinite. Same thing if sprint is in. I'm not too bothered. I'm not gonna lie. After playing more Halo, some of the classic Halos, and definitely playing some Halo 5, as you can probably see, I don't really sprint all that much anymore. Like I don't think the game needs it. Just have your standard movement up. Then hell yeah, you know what? We don't need sprint, especially with the whole map design. You don't need sprint because you need your gun up 24/7 to make sure you get that first shot off. Especially if you've got a shotgun, it's completely pointless having a shotty if it's just not aimed. The maps in Halo 5, I would definitely say were all right. I can't really say anything bad again. I really did enjoy playing Halo 5. I really did enjoy playing the maps. The guns, the massive variety that we had for guns as well. I mean, if you're playing something like Super Fiesta, we're having a minimum of three types of different, pistols, assault rifles, plasma pistols. I mean, it felt so much fun. Actually, playing social felt like playing social. You're having fun, like stuff's exploding everywhere, and I think that's probably where I actually spent most of my time, and it was really good fun. Maybe unlike some other Halos that I've definitely played, where people still take it a bit too seriously, even just when we're having fun. But Halo 5, I would definitely like it to take maybe a page or two out of Halo 5's, online multiplayer with the movement, the feel of it. For me, it felt amazing. And I would definitely love to see more of it. But at the same time, I would also like to see maybe something similar to Reach on the designed maps, or maybe with Halo 3. I mean, I want the feel of Halo 3. I want the playstyle of Halo 3. I want the maps of Halo 3. I mean, there's so much I would love to have from everything, but I think the one thing that I would like to say is, even though I would like to see a bit of everything, I still want it to feel like a brand new Halo. I really do want to make it feel like it's something new. I don't want it to be another Halo 5. I don't want it to be a 4-3-2 Reach, ODST, whatever. I think as long as it feels like an original game, but it's the feeling that everyone had from Halo 3, everyone will be happy. Or maybe even Reach. There's so many ways that people would like the game to be, but you know what? I think we're in for a treat. I think we're really in for something new, something we've never ever felt before or even seen. $500 million can get you a long way away, and I am excited to see what they're going to bring in. Anyway, guys, that's enough from me. If you guys have enjoyed the video, please like, subscribe, and let me know also, what would you guys like to see in Halo Infinite? Do you want to see it to be more like 3? Or do you want to see it a bit of a hybrid of everything? Let me know in the comments.